Now, the high-octane political developments have now culminated into the appointment of the new Chief Minister of Rajasthan by the BJP party High Command. In fact, it is Bhajan Lal Sharma who has been appointed as the Chief Minister. He is an upper caste Brahmin and has kept a low profile. In fact, he was made to fight the Sanganer constituency in Jaipur for the first time around, and he won the constituency election and has now been appointed as the Chief Minister. In fact, there are two Deputy Chief Ministers that have also been appointed, which include Diya Kumari, who won the election from her assembly constituency, and Prem Chandra Bhairwa. There is also Vasudev Devrani, the Speaker, who is going to take charge of the appointment for which he has been picked in the few days' time. All right, let's start off this conversation. I'm going to start it with Rajalakshmi Joshi. Rajalakshmi, the party high command has carried on with its pattern, whether it is Chhattisgarh, whether it is Madhya Pradesh, and now finally Rajasthan. But there has been a digression when we talk about how the OBC and the tribal leaders were picked for the other two states. This is a leader from the upper caste who has been picked. So, any reasons this has been done, keeping in mind the division of the communities, what percentage of the communities that are the vote base or loyal vote base of the BJP?
Good evening, Megha. And, as unfortunate as it is, we are always looking at all these candidates from the lens of their caste. I would like to start.
No, absolutely. It is about caste and region. There are no two ways about it.
Yes, but I would like to start a little differently by saying that, Mr. Sharma, he has been the General Secretary in Rajasthan, BJP Rajasthan, for the last 4 years, for the four terms, and he has been a very popular one at that, and he's excellent at organizational skills, and that is apparently his USP. And he is also a front runner against their fight against the corruption charges that were there against the previous government. So those are those are his strong points, and he has been a very loyal worker, a karyakarta of the BJP. And he has actually been given this chance in spite of the fact that his constituency Sanganer was actually a stronghold of the BJP, and for the last 3 terms there was somebody else, but he has been given the chance right now.
So yeah, absolutely. Perhaps take a look at at the larger scheme of things. If we now take a look at the a bird's eye view, and now that we know who the Chief Minister is, it is a sure shot likelihood that he was going to be made the Chief Minister, because it is the first time that he is being fielded from a constituency that is a BJP bastion, that is a BJP stronghold, and the likelihood of him winning was 100%. It's a certainty. And while my colleague had, after the election win on 4th of December, did end up speaking with him, he was obviously tight-lipped, and he said it is dependent on what the party high command decides. So he had a poker face and he was playing his part, and now he is the Chief Minister.
Yes, Megha, there's this joke going around that it is easier to leak question papers in Rajasthan, and it is absolutely impossible to leak the results of who is going to be the Chief Minister in any of these states. So that is the joke going around. But that I understand what you say. But even the body language or even the expressions don't give away who is going to be the Chief Minister at all.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely. In fact, we're getting to see these visuals on our screen. So, all the leaders, including the Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Ministers, they've all arrived. There's Rajnath Singh as well, who have now arrived at Raj Bhavan, the governor's residence, and of course, photo ops. So, congratulatory messages being exchanged between the leaders. So, and soon in, I don't know, just a couple of days, there is going to be the Chief Minister-elect, who is then again going to be presenting himself in front of the governor in Rajasthan and staking claim to form government. And that is how the constitutional procedure goes. I have with me Rajesh Johari as well. Rajesh, again, it's a tall task. I say that particularly for this swing state when it comes to the assembly elections, where it's instability that reigns supreme in Rajasthan. It has always been a BJP government and then subsequently the Congress government that has governed the state. But if a state has to prosper, you need stability, you need a long-term rule for one political party to carry forward the welfare programs and schemes in the state.
Actually, Megha, when we saw communal riots or massacres of Karoli, the openly rioting on the streets of Jaipur and murder of Kanhaiya Lal. So there were, of course, many other brutal incidents over women in Rajasthan. So it was becoming very, very clear since last 2.5 years that this government will not be repeated. And when I went to Jaipur about an year back, I was riding an auto rickshaw. So I was just because of hello. There is some difference disturbance. So when I was interacting with that auto rickshaw driver, so he because of my journalism profession, so I asked him about the government. So he said that he will not Gehlot and Congress will not be repeated because of the majority population being marginalized by the government and just for the appeasement. So this was a very big issue. And if a person like an auto rickshaw can speak this, so what we can think about. And secondly, the scene of 2024 has already become very clear after the results of these three states. And there is no doubt that Modi magic will not be there in the 2024 general elections. One more point is there. BJP has chosen persons both in Madhya Pradesh and in Rajasthan who are from very strong RSS background, who have actual worked on the ground as RSS workers, as Khand Karwa, as Jila Karwa, and there are many other appointments, many other posts in the RSS on the ground. So this has been a factor. And the other thing is, every leader, we just heard Bhajan Lal as saying that I will contribute, I will do for the upliftment, for development of the state. So when any of the leaders throughout the country, when he or she assumes the office, he or she says so. But I think, in my view, Bhajan Lal is a person. What he is saying, he will practice that also.
All right. I have with me Vinita Hariharan also. She is the BJP spokesperson. Vinita, a situation such as this, where there's a nondescript individual. He is a BJP karyakarta. He has humble roots. He started off as a member of the ABVP, then climbed up the ranks and finally became the chief minister. But then do you feel at this point of time, and what is the impression being given to the public, to the voters, to the citizens, and to political parties in opposition as well, as to Vasundhara Raje as a regional satrap? Her popularity, her stake in forming government is reducing. Can you hear me, Vinita?
Yes, I didn't know the question from me. I just missed it. Yeah, so as we said, so just as we saw yesterday with the results of Madhya Pradesh, and then also continuing the same line as Chhattisgarh and now Rajasthan also, we have this kind of meritocratic leaders at the grassroots level being promoted and being actually given chances, opportunities for leadership, because there always has to be a change. The only thing that's constant in the world is change, as they say. So therefore, BJP believes in dynamism, BJP believes in movement, BJP believes in rotational leadership, and you can't have the same person, holding the mantle all the time for 20, 30 years. So therefore, there is a need for the top level leadership to hand over the mantle to the middle level as well as the bottoms up leaders. So that's what we're seeing. That's the surprises that we're seeing. Very, very pleasant surprises, I must say, in all the three states. The choice of leadership is excellent. Par excellence, because this is the reflection of the ethos of the government and of the ethos of the party. The BJP, which is promoting meritocracy, is promoting transparency, promoting honesty, promoting hard work and diligence more than anything else.
Right.
Even if
Does this also share, does this also reflect the confidence of the BJP? Because we were seeing, possibilities of factionalism, because right after the elections were won, Vasundhara Raje's residence was being bombarded with a number of MLAs. About 40 to 45 of these MLAs had come to meet Vasundhara Raje. Now, there was speculation rife that there could be, a leverage that could be used by Vasundhara Raje to become the chief minister. It's quite the opposite that is being witnessed, because it's being told, as per reports, that it was Vasundhara Raje herself who had proposed the name of Bhajan Lal Sharma.
Yeah, so absolutely. I think, this is the kind of the overarching spirit of the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Jan Sangh and the ethos of, the Karyakarta ethos, which it sounds cliched, but it is a very, very prevalent kind of spirit that is there within the party, where everybody gets subsumed within the robust organizational framework of what the party represents. So I think at the end of the day, we all submit ourselves to this overarching spirit of nation building. It sounds very tall, the concept, but that is what it is. It's ideology being practiced. You can see for yourself what's happening right from the president's nomination, President of India's nomination, to all the three states. It's absolute surprises, without going for the usual names that are floating around, the tall leaders' names that are floating around. We see new names coming up, new leadership being, brought out, and which is very, very encouraging for the cadre, which is below the top brass, which is so important for a party to have longevity and sustainability, I would say.
Right, absolutely. Okay, coming back to you, Rajalakshmi, now this is also a game of numbers. Now, at the end of the day, the political party who's fighting the elections, whether it is Assembly or the Lok Sabha, have to win the numbers, have to get the seats. Now, is there going to be any impact whatsoever of the Assembly results? Because the last time around, when we saw the 2018 Assembly elections in Rajasthan, it was the Congress that ended up winning. But the 2019 Lok Sabha results were obviously in favor. 25 of the 25 seats, the maximum number of them were given to the BJP. Do you think the same sentiment is going to be reflective, or is the tally of the BJP then going to further increase in the Lok Sabha election now that we see BJP in power in Rajasthan?
Megha, that's a very interesting question. I would actually say that, last time around in 2018, when Congress won, they had this advantage of an anti-incumbency of the BJP government, and also the fact that, in Rajasthan, there are, at least 50 seats which keep flipping every time. So last time they had that advantage. But in spite of that, when it came to the Lok Sabha elections, at that time, it was a completely different story altogether. So even this time around, now the strategy of the BJP has been such that they have actually addressed every seat individually, and PM Modi was at the helm of affairs. There was no chief ministerial phase at all, and the entire party, they faced the elections as one single party. So it was almost as if it was a preparation for the 2024 elections. Now, also coming to the caste equations again. See, the kind of messaging that the BJP has given is that this is a party that accommodates and that gives value to everybody. It may be a royal person, it may be somebody from very humble beginnings, like say, Diya Kumari also finds herself as the deputy chief minister, and then you have Vishnu Dev Sai, who is from absolute humble beginnings, who is a chief minister, and then you have somebody who is a Brahmin at the helm of affairs, and in another state you have a tribal at the helm of affairs. You have people from the scheduled caste, as in the case of Dr. Premchand Bhairwa. See, he is a very highly educated person also. So you see that there are people across all categories, across all the entire spectrum. They have completely made sure that everybody is definitely going to be affected, and they are going to be this
Okay.
sends a strong message to everybody,
Okay,
saying
fair
that
enough.
this is a
So,
party that
Rajesh,
accommodates
now,
everybody.
okay, Rajesh, now, uh, do you think there could be disgruntlement from the side of Vasundhara Raje, who has always been a major stakeholder in the Rajasthan Assembly election, Lok Sabha as well, her constituency, which is in down south in Rajasthan, Jhalawar, and that's where she has always won. It's like her bastion, and nobody has been able to penetrate into her fortress. Could there be disgruntlement from the side of Vasundhara Raje?
The possibility of that type of disgruntlement cannot be overruled. But BJP, as far as I have studied in my life about BJP, because if we compare all political parties of the country, so BJP is a cadre-based party. So a situation like what happened in Madhya Pradesh when Jyotiradish Scindia switched over, so it is not possible in BJP, because here organization is important. There is every person is, it is a cadre based party, and the people are devoted towards the cadre. The cadre is the first thing. So rarely, and see, people have already seen the fate of Uma Bharti. They have already seen the fate of other Kalyan Singh. So what happened, even such great leaders were sidelined by the party, and they were nowhere, and they had to come back to the party again. So this is and see, another thing is, today the party is led by two persons who are very genius. And I would like to say, yesterday I was on a TV debate, and somebody was anchor was saying about suspense, about the suspense theory, ki what is there. So I said, somebody has studied, some leader has studied Chanakya Niti, some leader has studied Vidur Niti, some has studied Sun Tzu's Art of War. But I think Modi Shah have studied amalgam of all those books,
Okay,
and
all right.
they're yes, and they are experts in how to move, how to secretly move, and how to influence people. So I don't think any possibility regarding danger to the government is there.
Okay, all right. Quickly, a word from you then, Vinita. The Lok Sabha election is on the anvil, and particularly with regards to the satraps, whether it is in Karnataka, where B.S. Yediyurappa used to at one point of time have a stronghold in the state of Karnataka, or for that matter, and has continuously won elections in Karnataka, or for that matter, the name that has been created for herself by Vasundhara Raje, again a satrap, seen a strong face, a stronghold that she has in southern Rajasthan, and by virtue of it in the entire state of Rajasthan. So is the era of these strong regional leaders within the BJP has now formally ended?
So like I said last, in the earlier section, it's about promoting the organization, it's about promoting the cadre, it's about promoting honest, dedicated karyakartas on the ground. So, in a way, we would not have any kind of monopoly over any kind of state. No leader would have a monopoly of over any state. So nobody, India is not anybody's kind of fiefdom, or anybody's. Anybody's property, so to speak, not a private property of any leader. So therefore, it is in that spirit. It is the spirit of nation building, the spirit of the cadre, the spirit of the organizational framework that BJP represents, and above anything else is the nation building ethos, and the into which all of the Karyakartas are subsumed and they work towards that goal. So I think, as you said, satraps and these kind of monoliths and the monopolies over states would definitely see an end.
Okay, all right. Quickly then, Rajalakshmi, even if regional leaders are working well, their dynamics with the people, the vote banks is working, and still being removed from their positions because they might just become bigger than the party leadership at the High Command in Delhi. Is that sort of a trend also being followed? Is that sort of a pattern also being followed by the BJP High Command?
Megha, I would differ slightly with this, this thing about somebody becoming bigger than the central leadership. I would say that
because that's what's happened in the Congress when we take a look at Ashok Gehlot, or we take a look at in Karnataka where you have Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar. So it's nothing in the situation that the Congress and the Gandhis find themselves in is they can't really do anything about it.
Megha, there is a little difference in what happens in the BJP and what is happening in the Congress. So in the BJP, it's like, like for example, Shivraj Singh Chauhan ji, he has been the chief minister for 18 years, and in spite of this heavy and anti-incumbency, in spite of all of that, he got such a wonderful result, and yet he looks at himself as a normal karyakarta. And if you have listened to what all these leaders have been speaking, they have all said, I am not in the race to be the CM. So it is the exact opposite in the Congress, where people have been declaring themselves to be the chief ministerial candidate, and they have been going around at the cost of losing votes for their party. Like for example, Mr. Baghel has been going around in Chhattisgarh declaring himself as the chief minister, knowing very well that T.S. Singh Dev, his constituency is not going to vote for the Congress if they feel that T.S. Singh Dev is not going to benefit from it.
Okay.
Similarly in the Rajasthan also, Mr. Pilot's people, they are obviously miffed, but then that kind of a thing keeps going on in the Congress where people are they
fair enough.
Do that.
Fair enough, you've made your point. All right, I'm also out of time, but a key takeaway from this appointment of the Chief Minister in Rajasthan is whether this is going to turn the fate of Rajasthan for the betterment of the state, keeping in mind a swing state, instability has been a big factor, a point of disgruntlement for the people of Rajasthan. Could a new Chief Minister, a face with a very low profile, could turn things around for the state? That's a wait and watch game.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.